Hi, good evening. This is your speaking practice test, and I'm a practice examiner. My name is Joel Timothy Javed. In part one, I'm going to ask you a few questions about yourself. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Uh, Yeah, my name is Mohammed Yusuf, and I'm from Gujranwala, city from Punjab, and uh, and it's a great place. If I'm about to write about it, I can write forever. For example, if we are talking about its food, everything is a short boat ride away from here. So. To grasp a fast food item or a Chinese cuisine, it is just a cup of tea for me to like go to the restaurants and just order them and take food
Good,
to home.
good. Let's talk about making friends.
Hmm.
Do you like making friends?
I believe there is a certain practice I do while making friends. Yeah, sure, I do make friends, uh, but most of them are those who are of the same vibe as me, who got we can say, the same taste. Although friends are made by because of the same taste, but uh, in this process, I'm generally more cautious about it because they can either be a very good friends or they can result in a very bad way too.
Did you make a lot of friends when you were a child?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because from the childhood, I was an introverted person, and even today I'm introverted. So it's a bit difficult for me. We can say it's a setback for me to talk to someone who is unknown to me or a stranger. So I believe it's really hard for me to make much friends.
Have you ever made any new friends, or have you made any new friends recently?
Um, Well, yeah, I recently joined an academy for my English practice. So there were around 4 to 5 colleagues there with me, students. So I just talked to them, and they really were quite helpful for me in both, like in a friendship manner and in the real life scenarios too. So they are really good friends to me.
What do you usually talk about with your friends?
Well, there are a plethora of situations where I usually discuss with my friends. Most of them are the humorous, are related to the humorous part because if you don't laugh with your friends, I don't believe that they really are your friends. Uh, my friends are usually can usually easily make me laugh. Burst out laughter. Even if I am like sad or not in the vibe, they can just bring me in that phase of where I can just literally enjoy them.
Good. Thank you so much. That is the end of your speaking part one. Now, part two. In part two, I'm going to give you a topic. This is your topic. You have 1 minute to think about it. You can make some notes if you wish. And your time start now, please. Time's up. Now you have 2 minutes to talk. Don't worry if I stop you and your time start now, please.
Well, there are ample of locations where we can see wild animals. Apart from the zoos, there are some wildlife forests where the wildlife exists. But today I'm about to talk about a tour when I went to Islamabad. There was a park called the Ayubia Park. There I saw many wildlife animals like zebras, and I guess there were lions too and tigers. Uh, that place was, we can say, a stone throw away from uh, where I was. Uh, um, we can say the uh, passing the night. So uh, another locations on the Islamabad tour was the when I visited Faisal Mosque. There, there is a mountain beside it, and there I saw monkeys. I saw them like out of the blue, and I was surprised. So I asked my uncle, why are they here? And he told me like that they really exist here. So secondly, I went there probably last year on my summer vacations, and there I saw a plethora of animals, as I mentioned earlier. And at last, I really do believe that if I hadn't gone to that Islamabad, I wouldn't have enjoyed my uh, uh, we can say vacations, and those animals like there was a guy who was showcasing a monkey there where he was performing some performing on a stage, and it was really amusing. Um, um, it was like once in a blue moon that I saw something like that.
Good, good. Thank you so much. That is the end of your speaking part two. Now, a part three. In part three, I'm going to ask you a few questions about wild animals. Why are most children interested in wild animals?
That's a really interesting question. Um, children are most likely to, explore things. They are brainstorming about something, and uh, it's a really interesting topic in my point of view because wild animals, regarding researching on them or studying them, it's really an interesting topic. I there are multiple reasons for that. Uh, because wildlife animals they are uh, they are some sort of special species, we can say, apart from us. We have we can say we can think like a human, but they also do have the thoughts, but studying them is really, I think, interesting in my point of view.
Should parents take their children to the zoo to see wild animals?
Yeah, sure. Because the curiosity in them, it leads them to see something new. And wildlife animals we don't see in our daily life. So I believe that it's important. In case of like if children are insisted to see a wildlife, I believe that zoos are really a best place to see such animals.
Are wild animals easy to spot in your country?
Uh, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because it's really a tropical region. Not so abundant forests are there. Well, if we can say go to some hilly areas or the mountains, there we can abundantly find some animals like monkeys and other sort of such animals.
Are there many documentaries about wildlife in your country?
Well, there are certainly quite some projects about the conservation of such species, and I believe that I can categorize them in the documentaries regarding them.
My last question is, which is the better way to see wildlife? Watching documentaries or going into the wild park?
Well, I believe that both of these are equally important because there are two types of knowledge, one theoretical and other practical. If either one is missing, you are missing a big part of the information you are potentially about to get or acquire. So I believe that it is important for both things to be inside for better approach of the information.
Good. Thank you so much. That is the end of your speaking practice test. Wish you good luck.